threat is severe, we have been praying.
Right now, Jamaica is preparing to feel the brunt of Hurricane Melissa. Melissa reached Category 5 status, becoming the strongest storm so far this year. Let's get you a live look at the Kingston Harbor right now. Just look at that tree branch right there. You can see those strong winds and look at those waves. Jamaica has not taken a direct hit from a hurricane in over a decade. Now the island is preparing for heavy downpours, landslides, and catastrophic flooding. We, of course, will be following the impacts of Melissa throughout this afternoon. Thanks for joining us at noon. I'm Jenna Webster. We've got meteorologist Sean Ash here. You've kind of been keeping an eye on this. I've seen some of your Facebook posts and just what an impact it's
Well, it's not only going to be the strongest hurricane in Jamaica's recorded history, it's going to be one of the strongest hurricanes on record to make landfall. So unfortunately, Jenna, the damage pictures we will eventually get are going to be pretty extreme and pretty sad here. Let's give you the latest. And the eye wall, the northern eye wall has already hit landfall. I will tell you, within the last about 3 or 4 hours, it's taken more of a north, at least in my opinion, it's going a little more north versus northeast. Now, in relation, you were seeing those pictures from Kingston, far removed from the extreme wind core, and that's the eye. I mean, from a meteorology perspective here, this is just textbook stuff. For intense hurricane, but it's something you don't want to see as it's getting on land now. That eye wall about 16 miles wide, maximum wind of 185. There will unfortunately be gusts that will go over 200 miles per hour. So that is going to cause intense destruction here on the western half of the island. There's still going to be a lot of surge. And there's still going to be, unfortunately, a lot of landslides and catastrophic flooding over the central and eastern part of Jamaica. This is just going to be where we're going to get the extreme wind damage as it cuts on through the western part of the state. After it goes over the island, it's going to be hitting the eastern part of Cuba here in the days ahead, and then eventually will turn away from the U.S. This is not going to be a U.S. mainland storm here. It will impact some of the Bahamas, but this will not impact the U.S. Unfortunately, for Jamaica, it is going to be a direct hit with one of the strongest hurricanes on record to make landfall. We'll have our local forecast coming up here in a few minutes.
Yeah, we will definitely be thinking of everyone in Jamaica today, Sean. Thank you. Well, a shocking scene here as a near north side home is engulfed in flames. Now, this is over on North Delaware Street, taken our video around 5:45 this morning. We do know that fire crews worked on this fire for more than an hour. That home there that you're seeing was vacant, but we do know a person was working to move into the home, but did not have utilities connected yet. The home was destroyed in the fire, and 2 other homes near it were also heavily damaged. We're told the families of those homes did fortunately make it out safely.
It was pretty crazy. I started freaking out because I was like, I didn't want my stuff in my place to start burning down. So as much as we could, we started grabbing stuff and moving it out. Investigators are now working to learn what all caused this fire. No injuries have been reported. Well, turning now to disturbing allegations against a Connorsville photographer. Police say he allegedly used his business to inappropriately touch and take nude photos of children. Now, Mikel Shepard faces multiple charges relating to child molesting and child pornography. Our Alex Almanza has the story.
22-year-old Mikel Shepard faces multiple charges related to sex crimes against children after police say they received a tip that he produced and received hundreds of images of child sex abuse material. Police believe many of those photos were taken during photo shoots. According to court documents, on October 23rd, Google reported 15 tips to the National Center for Missing and Exploited Children after hundreds of illegal images, which included children as young as 5, were uploaded to their photo storage cloud. Police say some of that media included Shepard fondling the victims. Attorney Christina Karabov works with Zero Abuse Project. She's not involved with this case, but says it's one of the most frightening experiences a parent can have.
To think that you've taken your child somewhere safe, that you have your child with you, and that you're going for something like child photographs or family photographs, only to open up a news story and to realize that perhaps your trust has been betrayed by someone who was supposed to be providing a service to you and helping you to create memories.
The case was given a top priority designation, meaning police were able to move quickly and make an arrest at Shepard's home the very next day on October 24th. Police say Shepard admitted to using his business to access kids and that he received sexual gratification by taking photos of undressed children.
Is that if you did have photographs taken, to go ahead and collect the images that you've got, as well as perhaps any images of clothing that you wore to the photo shoot or changed into at the photo shoot, because that's what officers are going to use to make some identifications.
On Friday, the Connorsville Police Department said more details on where potential victims can call to give additional information to investigators is in the works. In Connorsville, Alex Almanza, 13 News.
In the courtroom now, attorneys for a teenager accused of raping a young boy on a school bus in Jennings County are now asking a judge to dismiss those charges. After reviewing hours of surveillance video from the bus, the prosecutor charged 15-year-old Landon Doty as an adult on 12 charges, including rape, child molesting, and sexual battery. Doty's lawyers and family claim the surveillance video on the bus does not show any of the alleged acts happening. Now, according to new court documents, both the bus driver and bus monitor say they saw no sexual acts and, quote, nothing alarming. An 18-year-old woman accused of planning a Valentine's Day shooting at Mooresville High School is now taking a plea deal. As part of the agreement, Trinity Shockley is pleading guilty to 1 count of conspiracy to commit murder. The plea deal calls for a 20-year sentence with 12.5 years in prison and the rest suspended, plus 5 years of probation. A Morgan County judge will sentence Shockley next month. A child is in critical condition after a hit and run on the city's northwest side. And police now say they've detained someone in this case, but are not confirming how or even if that person was involved. Police say this happened around 4 o'clock yesterday afternoon near 34th and Allison Avenue. Investigators have not said how old the victim is, only calling them a juvenile. If you have any information that can help in this investigation, you're asked to call IMPD or Crime Stoppers. Well, we told you yesterday that Governor Mike Braun is calling a special session to vote on a new congressional map in our state. Now, this announcement comes after months of speculation, and now lawmakers are set to meet November 3rd. That's less than a week away. In response to this, a group of Hoosiers gathered to make it clear to the governor they're against this redistricting. Organizers tell us the governor was attending an event at the Indiana Roof Ballroom. So people outside voiced their opposition to redrawing the map. Recent polls have shown a majority of Hoosiers don't support redrawing the map mid-cycle.
I've been a Hoosier all my life, and so my roots are here. And of course, there are many Hoosiers I feel that are lifelong, that share similar values. We're fair, we're honest, we're hardworking people, and it doesn't seem that those values are being represented right now.
Traditionally, congressional maps are redrawn after a census. We'll see if Indiana lawmakers follow tradition next week. And we are sharing more reaction from lawmakers and a closer look at the debates surrounding redistricting on a special episode of Crossroad Politics. We've been following this for months now. That episode is available now on WTHR+. Happening today, volunteers from All In for Democracy Coalition are delivering care packages to all 50 state senators and staff working on the 3rd floor of the State House. And this comes as lawmakers will, of course, soon prepare for that special session coming up on November 3rd. Each of the packages will include a sweet and salty snack and a can of Red Bull, which they say acts as fuel for lawmakers to keep them energized and, as they say, ready to stand up to Washington outsiders pushing redistricting efforts.